Okay, so this story is so insane, I don't even know where to start. I'm just gonna tell you some of the stuff and give my opinions on it. Try to. Brace yourself, this is a weird one. Quentin Tarantino is the latest Hollywood powerhouse to be dragged under the piercing spotlight and interrogation of the media. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. The master of tension in Hollywood gore is facing some serious backlash from comments, director practices, and not doing more about Harvey Weinstein, because he said he feared backlash for his career. Oh, I thought that excuse worked. Now, Quentin's finally being talked about because Uma brought up an account of her on Kill Bill where she's driving a car and she crashed and she claimed that he made her do it. But that's not the worst part of the story. I'm going to get to the worst part first. So on the absolute sludge radio podcast show that Howard Stern used to do in the early 2000s, Quentin Tarantino came on talking about Roman Polanski. Now, Roman Polanski is the guy convicted of drugging and raping a 14-year-old girl. Quentin went on there saying, oh no, she wanted it because they did date in the past and she'd been hanging around him for a long time. And the girl, since they were dating and knew about it, wanted it to happen. Whoo, boy. Now, I didn't know how much relationship they had before this horrible event happened, but my first thought was, where were these parents that allowed this to happen? And second was, Quentin Tarantino is a garbage human being for saying that, and I have no idea what's going to happen to him after this interview was rediscovered. My second thought was, oh my goodness, every director and actor that was on Howard Stern's show, they always talked about terrible, awful things, and now they're going to comb through those, and so many people are going to get in trouble. Now, I think that is the absolute worst part of the story, but let's get back to why this was discovered in the first place. Uma Thurman dug up the footage of her driving a car in Kill Bill, where she was in a car accident. She says that Quentin Tarantino was really upset that she didn't want to drive the car because he needed the shot and wanted it to be done properly. Now, obviously it's traumatic when anyone gets hurt on set, but this happens all the time. And keep in mind, Quentin Tarantino didn't say he's going to fire her or anything like that was going to happen. He was just upset and wanted her to drive the car, and she felt like she was coerced into it. Fair enough. But Quentin, as the director and writer of this, has every right to be upset if he can't get the shot that he wants. And like I said, this does happen all the time. Ask Jackie Chan how many times he's broken bones on set. Or Sylvester Stallone getting punched in the chest by Ivan Drago, forcing him to be airlifted to a hospital because his heart shifted. Another fun fact, Brad Pitt actually tore his Achilles while he was playing Achilles in the movie Troy. And let me just say, as an actor, it is a very complex relationship with the actor and director. Like, they both want to have a vision for the movie, and there's also battle back and forth. It's just a really complex relationship. Now, the most interesting part about this story, though, is what happened next. Reporters brought up two different instances on Kill Bill where Uma Thurman was spit on the face by Quentin Tarantino, and Uma Thurman when she's being choked by a chain, saying that this is misogynist, is abusive, and brought some complaints towards Quentin about it. But Uma Thurman was not the one that actually made these complaints. These were just reporters that saw this and brought up the complaints directly to Quentin. Now, for those of you who don't know, actors will do crazy things to get the shot they want to make it realistic. I even lived as a homeless man. Okay, actors just do crazy things to get in these roles to get the shot done right. And Quentin says he discussed this with Uma Thurman when they were doing the spitting scenes. They'd throw stuff on her and it didn't look right, and then finally she's like, yeah, let's just do it. Just do 3 takes of this and we'll be done. They got the shot to look really realistic and completely gross. The chain scene was also really interesting because they want to show Uma Thurman being like basically abused on set and being choked out, but she also agreed to it. They said that they wanted the choking to look real and the veins to be bulging, so they did it for about 20 seconds, took breaks, and then they got the shot they needed. Now, keep in mind, in this movie, Uma Thurman completely destroys and ravages about 100 men in this whole thing, like arms flying, abuse everywhere, but they were focused on this one specific shot, saying this was somehow awful. And these weren't even complaints that Uma Thurman brought up. She is an actress, also talked with Quentin and agreed to do these scenes. It just really shows the complex mess of Hollywood right now. You have a director and creator that obviously said and did some pretty awful things. You have an actress that was upset that some things happened. And then you have a media bringing up stuff that was never even complained about to start up drama and controversy in Hollywood. In the end, it's just a complex mess of a situation, and I'm sure this is just a sign of more things to come. Oh, a typical Tuesday in LA. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. And another fantastic news, you can now download the Rebel app and take me with you wherever you go to get exclusive content in the entire Rebel lineup.